Hello YouTube, welcome back to the 365 challenge where we're posting a long form video every single day for 2026. And today we are doing some more turtle drafts. We've only done about 14 on the channel so far, so we're probably going to wrap things up at about 20 before Strixhaven releases. So what can we draft that's kind of fun? I think these three together are pretty cool. Dawn and Raph are pretty bad. The performance of that particular rare is really low. I think Bespoke Bow is better. That said, it's not terribly fun. And we are only drafting a few more times, so I am interested in trying to do full set completion. So I think maybe we just take the artifact Dawn and Raph. Honestly, there's nothing in here that's very exciting for me. I think Dawn and Raph probably a little bit better than Donatello, Way of Machines, and then Bespoke Bow is probably the best card. But, oh, what the hell did they take? Improviser and Weathermaker are both great cards. The card other than Bespoke Bow, the other card I was considering is like Tenderize, but green is like kind of a low performer. But I like it, so I almost took it anyway. But yeah, Michelangelo Improviser is a great card. And I do not know why nobody is in it, but hey, that's totally fine. All right. Well, we already got two rares. Do we do the everything rare stipulation draft? Where we draft all of the rares? We did one already, and it was a lot of fun. And we actually had like all bad rares too, and we still managed to get 4 or 5 wins. And we already have a better rare than all of those. Well, there's nothing really good for Simic. There's not a great card for artifacts. I like Mouser Foundry. I like the Mouser Mark II, Mark III. I think I'm interested in the Foundry or the Ooze Spill. I think those are both solid high performers. We might just not be able to do the Michelangelo, I mean. But yeah, I'm not seeing any green here. I'm not seeing any black, because that's the color pair with green, either black or blue. So we'll take the Mouser Foundry, I suppose. A Bespoke Bow is both an artifact and goes with the Dawn and Raph. Well enough. We'll take that. Another Mouser Foundry. If we wanted to stick with the Michelangelo Improvised, I think Raptor would be a solid choice. But I think Bespoke Bow is better. And honestly, this is damned if you do, damned if you don't. Whichever one we choose will end up being the archetype that's not open. We've done a lot of green. Let's go for some artifacts. Okay. Yep. Mistakes were made. Now, I actually think Genghis Frog, because now we can go Michelangelo, Bespoke Bow, and even be happy to cast the Dawn and Raph because of all the mutagen tokens, and that is pretty good. Genghis Frog is a good option. So this is an okay audible here. Bespoke Bow kind of splits the difference. And we are immediately rewarded with a Venus. That card's very good. Awesome. We even have like a pretty solid little curve going on. Yeah, these are all not good cards. I like the Cryptid well enough, but not great cards. I haven't really liked the red green blue wedge because I think the synergies there aren't quite as good, but honestly, there's not much else going on for me anyway. So yeah, I'm okay to take this. The Ice Cream Kitty could be a thing. But I like this. It allows us to like potentially splash something. We like big creatures. Big creatures with Michelangelo Improvised. And 1 Rocksteady almost always makes the cut. 4 Cyclers are great. Pizza. Pizza might see play. Honestly, right now we're just green. I like the Crustacean. What would you consider the top 3 best draft cards in this set? The Last Ronin, Saga, Golgari, Black Armageddon Frog, or Armageddon Shark, and oh man, does machines. We're not gonna have enough artifacts. We are a mutant deck. And our green is so solid. So I'm just going to take Saved by the Shell, I think. I think that's a little better than Retro Mutation. We don't need more does machines for the set completion, so I'll take Saved by the Shell. Yeah, I will certainly take a mutant, a frog. Ooh, that's a little tough. I kind of need 2s. I actually don't know how Michelangelo Mutant BFF ranks on the scale. Under Frog Butler by a solid 3%. The system is telling me Frog Butler is better. I'm inclined to believe it. That's so weird to me. This card feels so strong. When someone plays it, I'm like, oh shit, that's gotta die right now. But if I had a few more 2s, I think I would take the other card. No, you're the bad April. Give me the good April. Primordial or a rare draft. I think Primordial's still playable here. A second Bespoke Bow. Honestly, I do like Mona Lisa, but Bespoke Bows are really good. I played a deck with like 3 of them and they felt great. Oh, it's a C. I'm taking it. I think it's great. Second one of these over a Tenderize. We passed all those original Tenderizes. I think I need the removal. And I think Venus is a little bit of an underperformer in comparison to what she looks like. I think she's very good, but I think the consistent early removal is a little bit better. All right, Cryptid. Retro Mutation. The fact that this has Flash saves it because it's most likely just like a combat trick. None of this is playable, really. Is there a world where we want to return another artifact you control, like a Bespoke Bow? I like the TCR building as well for like a potential Metalhead. I would splash a Metalhead. I guess also a because like an all rares stip, I can do that without seeing anything, but everything pizza stipulation and you end up with 2 pizzas is not very fun. It feels like that would not be entertaining. Actually, Oozespill is pretty great. The Rat King, an Undercity Sewer. If we wanted to open up a Black Splash. But I think it's too late for that. I think it's just Tenderize. Whoa, we got Mana Dork and Fight Spell. I actually haven't gotten to play with that Mana Dork. I have no idea how good it actually is. B-. I mean, that's above the Fight Spell. I think that makes a ton of sense. My 3-drop slot's not too chunky. Like, I don't really want to run most of these. Yeah, I actually don't have that many, so I'll take it, especially because Michelangelo Improviser makes me want to run a few more top-end cards. And then the Bovine is a good backup in case you don't draw them, right? Ew! Stop it! Give me something else. What if you didn't give me this and you gave me something else? 1, 2, 3, 4 2s. I could take this. I'm gonna rare draft. It's the last of this rare that I need. And we'll probably get another Zoo Escapees. I wanted to say I really enjoyed your daily videos, especially the discussions. I just filmed a discussion with another content creator, and you're in a daily video right now, my friend. Assuming this deck doesn't absolutely blow. Frog. Frog is great. Makes me feel better about not taking the Zoo Escapees. Great. Yeah, I wanted this earlier. Woo! Let's go. Great. I like the last couple of cards. They've kind of came together quite nicely. It looked bad. Yeah, I think the goal, we're going to wrap up with 20 total drafts, and I think we just posted 14. So probably about 6 more, probably 2 more stips, because again, we're getting kind of bored, but we still have 15 days left until set reviews for Strixhaven. So a couple more serious ones, I guess. I don't think this gets played. I'm going to take the bot bashing time just to get it out of the pool. Like, we're not playing another crustacean. It plays with the Genghis Frog, but... Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, green is way open here. Tenderize number 3. Or... another Rocksteady, considering we've got Bovine, 2 Frog Butlers. I kind of want the Rocksteady, but I can't bring myself to take it. Man, I want one more top end. Drat. Big drat. I can't get myself to not take the Tenderize. That card's too good. Yeah, the Improviser and the 3 mana dorks makes me really want to have another 6. But I think this is still fine. I mean, is this also a 16 land deck? Because we can always cycle here. Which seems really weird, but with Improviser, that's probably fine. All those mana dorks. This is probably 16. So then we only need to cut 2, this, and maybe Retro Mutation now that we've got the triple Tenderize. Cut. I mean, honestly, this is also bad. I mean, it is just a 3 mana 2/4 menace, which is okay. So maybe that's better than this. We should cut a blue with the Frog and the Bovine. I think that's fine. I think 9/7 works. That's the deck. Let's give it a try. Hopefully we can get a lot of counters and draw between the Michelangelo BFF and the Venus. Those 2 things kind of add up really nicely. 3 lands. We can cast Ooze-Spill and a Michelangelo Game Master. That's good enough for me. This might be a little slow. Our opponent certainly has the tap a creature, pay 4, draw a card. It's the only reason they would have a stick here on 1 blue. So very important that we leave ourselves not dead to that card later in the game. Make a little note. If I was playing in paper, I would certainly write it down. Maybe I wouldn't write this down. I usually only write it down when I see their hand, because we don't want them to know that we know necessarily. Yep, sure thing, boss. This is where being on the play would be so much better, because we'd have Michelangelo, they would play this, and then we could choose to keep open Oil Spill. But the goal here is that they actually are the aggressor. And so we want them to swing, and we want them to play a 2-drop and not commit. Oh. I see. They're going to tap our thing down. Honestly, I'm okay with that. I think we can bait them into the next attack, which allows us to slam the Rocksteady. So you get to attack, I'll counter anything you play, and then we... Oh. Oh. Are they trying to tap it down again? That'd be wild. All right. I am getting behind here. Ay, ay, ay. All right. I need to stop the damage. And this makes both of these big. It makes a blocker plus the Michelangelo's a bigger threat. I was very tempted to hold, counter, and then Michelangelo. But if they do nothing again and just pass, then we're in a really icky situation. So I'd much rather force some issue here. If they want to remove this and crack me for 3, that opens up Michelangelo and this thing. Hopefully they just don't do a ton here. Okay, this is nice. Am I killing this? I think the answer is yes. I'm also going to do the thing and make their life much more difficult. I don't sense a stick, so we're coming in with the squad. And just like that, we're back in the game. All right. That's a tapped land. They didn't have anything else for 2 last turn, so pretty confident they don't this turn. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't quite ooze mutation and we could. I can't retro and ooze because we're only double blue. I'm okay with this. If they double block either, we can blow them out with this, right? Or I could just kill this, do the Michelangelo thing. This turns this into a X2, a 1-2, so that would not quite kill both, but it would hurt them. I think I would rather just kill their Mikey and get a mutation. I would like to kill this, please. And then I will put in a 7/7. That is better. Make another thing. Go here. Go here. Yeah, that seems fine. I think there's a line there to play both of these if you have the triple blue. I think there's an argument to be made there. Because we're already kind of ahead, so, you know, just staying that way with the ooze spill is pretty legit. That card's not very good. I think that's like the worst performing green card. I mean, they can't double block. So we can let this resolve. This is fine. Yeah, this is fine. So they're just double chumpies. Someone in chat says, she says she's getting bored of turtles, but then every time I catch part of the stream, she's playing turtles. This is a limited stream. My entire career of Magic for the past like 8 years or whatever has been... That's counterable, right? Dear God, please let that be counterable. Good Lord. My Magic identity is a limited player, and what is I have to choose between a UB set that nobody wants to watch and Foundations, which was also not very popular when it was the primary source of stuff. Yeah, so unfortunately, I don't have a ton of options. If Wizards makes a poopy set, I gotta draft it. I would love to just go play like Slay the Spire or something, but we would have 5 viewers and nobody would support or subscribe to the channel, so. All right, yeah, this is great. It's less great if they kill my frog, which I guess a Dream Beaver is inclined to do. So if that's the case, is it Genghis Frog into hopefully all of these things? When am I going to rate commander decks? That's Maul's thing. I'm not much of a commander brewer. Yeah. Were we on the play or the draw here? I actually don't know. Interesting. I think one of these things is dead. I don't know which. Kill it. Sure. Mwahaha. So you get an extra 1/1. I will put this onto the battlefield. Oh, this is and or land. I think I could click this land. I didn't. All right, Dream Beaver. What are you Dream Beavering in? All right, that's pretty good. I want them to be more inclined to block this one. Chumpy chumpies. I guess I would rather play the Death Toucher. Make it. This is also a trampler for all of these things, which is fine. You learn a lot from the standard videos. Awesome. If you would like to suggest some standard decks, I'm planning on making like 2 videos before Strixhaven. So if you have like a favorite, either like S tier deck or niche deck, either one is fine, that you would like to see posted for the 365 challenge, I'd be happy to take a look at that. So if they have a counter on it, they can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. So by making these bigger, they can't die, right? And that seems like a solid place to be. Do I play a 4/4 and not have the frog open for the footy ninjas? Or honestly, I think I just go here and then kill the Dream Beaver so they can't flash in something. I think the way we die is if like we have to let this in and they like throw in a 6/4 stupid card. I'm blocking this. And then if they want to ninjutsu in the foot ninjas, that's fine. No Dream Beaver. This is like a weird block. This is a very unique situation to Ninja Turtles, right? Put them in a position to where the card that they can sneak is not worth sneaking. That's very, very crazy, honestly. I'm starting to not win this race. Pachyderm kills this, which is nice. But they just block 1, take 6, and then try to crack me for a ton. So maybe I just attack with the 1. And it's probably this one, because they're going to block no matter what. And I'd rather get the mutation. And then I just do the thing. Just cast these. Because I don't want to get sneakity sneaked and have the Foot Ninja and Avatar kill me. So this feels pretty good. We have good blocks for both. We can't block the flyer with the frog because we tapped out, but we still have the Pachyderm. So it's very unlikely that they can pump it, you know, 6 power, kill Pachyderm, get in with anything else. And I will certainly block whatever. We don't want ninjutsu happening. Someone in chat is wondering if I would consider playing Artifact Draft. I would consider it if people were interested in having me play it. I'd be down. Hard casting that card. I love to see it. We're in a similar situation, and this has the tramples. Stuff can't be blocked by more than 1. It's better to attack with this than it is the improviser when you have no creatures in hand. I'm at 8. They have to block something. They're going to take 6. So I have 3 blockers. Play around. What can I play around? I can't put this on the frog. Still dies to the Foot Clan. Putting this here still dies to the Foot Clan, but that's a sack thing, so it doesn't change anything. These colors don't have any removal that care about these toughness distinctions, so the answer is the Trampler. Let's go. Cool. I mean, hypothetically, if this last card is nothing, if it's a removal spell, then they pair up and that we still can't really die. So this is lethal if it's nothing. I guess I could have left the frog. I wasn't thinking about the trample from the Pachyderm, so I could have left the frog back behind in, you know, for break in case of emergency, but I like this starting hand well enough. A little slow, but it doesn't need to be super fast. Orzhov. Orzhov's awkward on the play. I don't love that. They're probably going to draw a card, lose a life. So now the real question is what do I want to do about that? And I think I need to progress. And the way to do that is the Bovine. So that'll take us to 6 mana next turn, allows me to double spell. I wonder if there is a world where we are trying to play like Michelangelo Mutant, Saved by the Shell. Also, like, Bovine's pretty good against, like, Stomp by the Foot, because they don't have the mana. They'd have to play Rat and sack Rat to kill it to draw a card. So it's kind of spinning their wheels a lot, taking a full turn. Now, I will block. If they have Stomp by the Foot, it's okay because it prevented them from getting this card. So I think that's okay. And I think it makes some sense. Oh, it takes your whole turn. And you didn't +3? Great. I will happily trade your technique for that. That seems awesome. Now, this is a little awkward if they kill it, but I feel like if they had a good kill, like a cheaper kill than the technique, they would have used it. I would have used that on the bovine. This is a little surprising. But now we actually have Save by the Shell open. So we can go here, hold open the Save by the Shell. They're pretty incentivized to try to kill it. Yeah, what if you didn't do that though? Take that. What are you gonna do about it? That's what I thought. Eh? Eh? I want something to go away, go here. I want this to be also 6 power so I can swing through these things. And it triggers the Michelangelo. We get to play the frog. This is looking pretty good. We got 2 big threats. I like threats. I'm tempted to just put the Frog Butler in front of it. I don't want to lose Michelangelo, but I think we have to make them have it in that situation. Okay, Retro Mutation is interesting. They make a rat. Oh, that's good. That's a good card. Am I willing to trade this for one thing? We could flash in something. This is a little awkward, but I'm willing to give it a try. We probably can Retro Mutation get a 2-for-1 here. Really? Interesting. I feel ahead. I'm gonna play this. I'm down for a rock steady. I won't do this yet. Oh, I can't 2-for-1 them because they can't double block. I always forget about Michelangelo BFF, the second ability. Like, he doesn't need to do that. He's so good. Deal. Spend your whole turn doing that? Excellent. 10 out of 10, no notes. Oh, that card's good. So again, oh, so this can't be blocked by more than one thing either. Need to be able to kill this if I want. So I kind of like the idea of a Retro Mutation. 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But any 2 is lethal, so they have to block 2 things. So 6, 9, 10, 11. And we have a blocker and a retro. I think that's okay. Make a 1/1. What does this do again? Sacrifice 3 rats. That's a choice. So all of that's going to die. Oh, you have 3 rats. Huh. Interesting. To the battlefield, you say? Okay. So this is 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I have the frog. That's interesting. Do I die if they have a removal for frog? I turn something small. And they get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So do I want the blocker or the retro mutation? I think I want the retro mutation. And if that's the case, then I go with this. Because they can't quite kill me as is. They need more damage and a removal spell, and then I'm dead. My goal is to retro mutation onto the Ray Fillet in response to the mutagen token, so that way they can't attack with it, and they can't take its ability. So this bricks 4 damage instead of 3. And it gets the stupid counter, and it can't attack. Get bricked. Ooh. Them going wider and wider is not great. Yeah. Okay. Okay. There we go. That's nice. And tenderize is an instant, so that's real good. 3, 4. So they... If we keep 2 blockers, yikes, you know, they do have so many damages. I think I keep 2 blockers back. I mean, I guess it could be 3 blockers, because I can always block with the frog and tenderize. Mm-hmm. And I can go here. Hold open the tenderize, get an extra attacker. Yeah, we're in this now. That we have perfect knowledge. This is fine. Oh. So that returns, they get a free blocker every turn with this. So depending on where we end up, that might be worth killing next turn. I could do it now. Because they can activate only during your turn. Okay, so at least they can't block and do it. I need something with trample for the love of Jiminy Christmas, right? Like, come on. Why give me the goods? Do enough things have to go under buses so I can attack with everything? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If they block nothing? Yeah. And we get to keep the frog and a tenderize. Enough stuff has to go under a bus. I think this is fine. What, any 2 things is lethal? So they have to block 4 creatures. 3 effectively, because I was not counting Ray Fillet for damage. That's nice. Michelangelo Mutant BFF is a busted card. Hey, they got rid of the thing that lets them bounce stuff. Yeah, I'd like to draw a card. Am I scared of anything? This bouncing Jenica's annoying. And they can activate it only during their turn. I guess I can kill Jenica in response. Although I guess if they attack with Jenica first, I have to block. I guess I don't have to. I'm at 11. They don't have enough damage anymore. But I could just take 3. Good thing we got a okay hand here. And we're on the play. That's the important part, honestly. A Squirrelinoid. It's pretty good. Mm-hmm. They're gonna draw a card. Oh, they're gonna make a bunch of little guys. That's okay. I would like a land. Very, very badly. Please, just one time. That's pretty crazy, though. Turn 2, hit for 3. That is nice. Oh, shit. That card's good. Wow, we hit? I gotta kill this, unfortunately. I don't love this. Probably just dies, right? But if they spend removal on it, then I guess that's okay. I was tempted to try to attack and try to get something going, but, like, Agent Bishop just has to die. And now we're never gonna get in with this. But they seem bricked, which is nice. If I play the Primordial, it's got Reach. It's got Trample, more importantly, I think, which is good. And it's something that they're going to want to kill. It saves our 2 best creatures. Cute. I call. I'm not letting them ninjutsu anything in. No sneak. No sneaky sneak. Am I willing to trade this for 2 things? They have so much open mana, I'm not doing that. Forget that. Let's play a good blocker. Hold open a Tenderize. I'm gonna kill this so they can't sack stuff. I'm glad we didn't play anything else. I'm a little concerned. At least if they do ninjutsu in stuff, it kills something. They're down to 2 cards. That feels fine for me. Oh, that's not good. How do I kill that? How do I make that not be a problem anymore? My reach creature is gone. Uh-oh. Big uh-oh. Shit. All right. Fingers crossed that I can bespoke bow a blocker and get in. Right now, they're just trying to convert this into a flyer, which is not great, but I think we take the damage long term anyway. Yeses suck. Well, that's a lot of flying damage. That is a lot of flying damage. I can't stop it all. So much damage. We don't have reach. I mean, I guess I could have bounced this because I can block the 2/2. So they'd have one less flyer. Yeah, that was a little bit of a mistake. And by that I mean it didn't matter. Actually worked out. We took one less damage now. Huzzah. Yeah, they have, unfortunately, the Air Force 1 that I can't deal with. 3, 4, 5, 6. We do have trample, but no, it's not. We don't have enough. We had to use our removal. We saw no flyers. We killed the ice cream kitty for like the final time that we could. If we could have killed the Lord Dreg, then we're doing all right there. Also, like, they're not playing green. So it's kind of hard to read that card. I do think that card is playable in any black deck, but that's a good hand. Oh, these are bad color pair for a Frog Butler. Yeah. Stomp by the Foot, Manhole Missile. Very unlikely in such a small set that they don't have something to kill our frog. That's unfortunate. I have drawn more lands. Please, no more. Oh, this is interesting. If I go here, then next turn, if this lives, I actually can, like, mutant, put a counter, and draw. Right, the mana works out there. Fingers crossed if they don't kill it. Great. So I'm not going to get to draw, unfortunately. Oh, Bespoke Bow's sweet. Ooh. What are the chances? I think it's fine. I think Stomp by the Foot is pretty sad, and I think one mutagen token is fine to lose if they kill it. And it's, I can see an argument to not do it because I feel like there's a really good chance that we don't get to do it anyway. So now I can't do the thing. But I think that's okay. I'm still fine to trade this. They were smart. They made it so I can't pay the blue with the frog, which I was intending to do. But I feel ahead. They have a lot of cards in hand. Oh, that card's really good. Currently, they cannot activate the ability. So this will die anyway, so I don't think there's a need to block it. The question is do I want to trade Michelangelo? And I think I do. That is nice for them. Three, four, five, six. Oh, that's tempting. I could draw here and then Bespoke Bow the cat. I think I will decline and play the Rocksteady, though. There's a good chance that Bespoke Bow might just be lethal if I blow up a blocker and equip. Probably not, because they would need to have only one blocker, which would be lethal anyway. Ah, okay. So do they throw away a creature? I mean, I actually kind of want them to, because then it's less blockers, and that seems fine to me. So I would rather they... That's kind of funny. I could actually force like a chump with the old cat, but I don't think that matters. We're just gonna Bespoke Bow this. Tenderize this. That's fine. They opted to take one additional damage, so I couldn't draw a card. That's fine. Oh, cute. But you can't recast it unless you have a red mana. Which would be one of their two cards. Great. Almost a good hand. We need Frog. We can't not Frog. This is better, but still not great. So Cryptid is a 3 we can play, but we have Michelangelo. So I think I'll get rid of Cryptid. If we rip a blue, this is excellent. If we don't, we just need to hit a land for the 3, and that's not bad. Nailed it. Nailed it. Never didn't have it. This is great. Someone in chat says, please draft artifacts. You're the second person to ask. If people are interested, I'd be happy to do so. All right, Michelangelo. Oh, Frog Butler's tempting because that would kind of ensure we got to 4 as well. But Michelangelo's cute too. Like, they maybe don't have another Manhole Missile. Ah. This is sketchy, right? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to Michelangelo into the open mana, the spill mana. I'm just going to cast Frog. Michelangelo might die here. Putting the counter on it is sketchy into Manhole Missile mana, and I think this is a spill. And I'm not going to cast this into that. And we get to progress the board. Michelangelo is big and scary. And now I think I'll just cast this Improviser because it doesn't matter anymore. I'm just going to play this. It doesn't matter. Next turn, we can Cryptid, crack it, get double triggers on Michelangelo. This is just a 4/4 for 4. Doesn't need to be sneaked. Tragor, thank you so much. 80 months subscribed. Champion. All right, what do you got for me? Honestly, every card in the deck is pretty good. Reasonable chance we can play like a Rocksteady or a Venus if we rip a... If we can tenderize the blocker. A land means we can double spell. Okay. This is concerning. I don't know what this is. We're about to find out, though. I don't know what this is. Oh, bummer. Okay, well, at least I get to kill them both now. So there's that at least. That is worse than I had hoped. But they had open mana. We knew it was coming. Ah, that's a problem. I'm like, oh no. Okay, well, we might just... I think we lose this game now. Big yikes. I could bounce that, but that doesn't help me. They just replay it. I can't attack. If this could still attack, then there's like a world, but I don't think that world currently exists. If I could double spell, bounce the Michelangelo, that might be a thing. But I think we are just dead. April O'Neil's a good card. They had the perfect, you know, perfect removal, bomb, all of the thing. Yeah, this blows. Yeah, now we're just dead. They have too many cards in hand. They are 6 cards deeper in their deck, too. That's bound to make a heck of a difference. April O'Neil Hacktivist is one of the best cards in the set. Definitely like top 10. Land isn't going to do it, though. We're still in this, right? That's X and 2. On the play, this is great. Burb. Ay. We've been got by the draw card a lot. Oh, that's nice. I like that. I don't know if we're gonna get there, though. Fingers crossed that they use the filter to do the thing. Oh, they didn't. I would have thought they would have attacked and bounced. Why not? I don't understand. That makes no sense to me. They have... I guess they don't have double white. This is awkward. I think I'm just casting this, and none of these things are worth killing. Maybe the news crew, but I don't think so. I'm just gonna cast this and feel really upset about it. I'm greedy. I would have bounced this to try to get the food token going, right? Like, I don't understand. They didn't let me have it. That feels like a really suboptimal play, honestly. That really worked out. Now you're gonna sneak something? Rude. You got it. So what does this look like? I'm gonna attack here and they double block and I eat one, but then I get knocked in the face for 1 billion. Okay. I'm okay with chumping. Then we just play a 5. And then I can probably fight next turn. Maybe there's a chance I can tenderize, play rock steady. Fingers crossed. Rude. Interesting. It's a lot of damage. But now they play the bird. Oh, you also have a stomp by the foot? Come on. Come on. I hate you. I hate you so much. Do I just tenderize that and do nothing else? I think I'm just going to cast this. If they have another removal spell, then so be it, but... Oh my... Ah, come on! Fudge sickles, man! So, this isn't going to be able to block that next turn anyway because of the pigeon, so I might as well save 5 damage with the zoo escapees. That's some rude shit. Okay. Putrid Pals. We're pretty dead. Four, 5, 6 to 6, 7, 8. That's not bad, honestly. Like, it's a flood, well over 50% lands. So, not ideal, but not something that is insurmountable by any means. And my opponent has played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spells. That's many spells. 4 wins. One pip closer to Mythic this month. Profit? No, not profit. We broke even, right? 100 gems for 6 packs. That's not bad. We'll take it. Pretty happy. The deck performed well-ish. It was 3-0, and then we started to stumble a little bit. Played against some paired-up Mythics and a bit of a flood there at the end. And once you get to Diamond, it's always a little tough too, because people trying to make it into Mythic at the Diamond rank and people who are trying to still rank in Mythic, not often, but it is not uncommon to have people who will retire drafts if they have bad drafts. So I think the average quality of the draft is a little bit higher than what you would expect if you were playing in paper or something along those lines, because the bad drafts don't get played as much because it hurts your rank, right? But if you retire a deck, it doesn't hurt the rank. So it makes sense that you're going to get a little bit more sticky players here at the top end in Diamond and Mythic. So for those of you guys watching the 365 challenge, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will be doing more stipulation drafts here later this week. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and like the video if you liked it, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for the next 365 challenge. Bye, friends.